Money management is a crucial skill that can make or break your financial future. While earning money is essential, what you do with that money is even more critical. Financial success doesn't just happen. It requires careful planning, discipline, and the ability to avoid common mistakes that can derail your progress. In this article, we'll explore 5 significant financial mistakes that many people make and offer practical advice on how to prevent them. By understanding these pitfalls, you can take control of your finances and build a secure, prosperous future. Before we proceed, like and subscribe our channel to ensure you're not missing out on our upcoming content. 1. Living beyond your means. In today's consumer-driven society, the pressure to keep up with a certain lifestyle can be overwhelming. From luxurious vacations and expensive gadgets to trendy clothes and dining out, the temptation to spend is everywhere. It's easy to justify these expenses, especially when credit is readily available. However, living beyond your means is one of the most dangerous financial mistakes you can make. Why this is a mistake? Living beyond your means means spending more than you earn, often relying on credit cards or loans to cover the difference. This behavior leads to accumulating debt, which can quickly spiral out of control due to high interest rates. Over time, the burden of debt can become overwhelming, making it difficult to save for the future, invest, or even cover basic living expenses. Moreover, living beyond your means often creates a cycle of dependency on credit. As you borrow more to fund your lifestyle, you end up paying more in interest, which reduces your disposable income and forces you to borrow even more. This vicious cycle can trap you in a never-ending loop of debt, making financial independence seem like an unattainable dream. How to avoid it? The key to avoiding this mistake is to live within your means and resist the urge to keep up with others. Start by creating a detailed budget that outlines your income and expenses. Categorize your spending into essentials, such as housing, food and transportation, and non-essentials, such as entertainment, dining out, and shopping. This will help you see where your money is going and identify areas where you can cut back. Make it a priority to spend less than you earn. If you want to make a big purchase, such as a new car or a vacation, save up for it rather than relying on credit. Building an emergency fund with at least 3 to 6 months' worth of living expenses can also provide a financial cushion and prevent you from going into debt when unexpected expenses arise. 2. Not saving for emergencies. Life is unpredictable, and emergencies can happen at any time. Whether it's a sudden job loss, a medical emergency, or an unexpected car repair, these situations can have a significant impact on your finances. Unfortunately, many people are unprepared for these events because they haven't set aside money in an emergency fund. Why this is a mistake? Not having an emergency fund is a risky financial move. Without savings to fall back on, you may be forced to rely on credit cards, loans, or even cashing out your retirement savings to cover unexpected expenses. This can lead to high-interest debt, penalties, and long-term financial instability. Moreover, the lack of an emergency fund can create significant stress. Knowing that you don't have a financial safety net can make it difficult to handle unforeseen events calmly and rationally. This stress can affect your mental and physical health, as well as your overall quality of life. How to avoid it? The best way to avoid this mistake is to start building an emergency fund as soon as possible. Begin by setting a realistic goal, such as saving $1,000 for emergencies. Once you've reached that initial goal, aim to save 3 to 6 months' worth of living expenses. This amount will provide a sufficient buffer to cover most unexpected costs without resorting to debt. To build your emergency fund, set up automatic transfers from your checking account to a dedicated savings account each month. Treat this savings goal as a non-negotiable expense, just like your rent or mortgage payment. By making saving a priority, you'll be better prepared to handle whatever life throws your way. 3. Ignoring the power of compound interest. When it comes to building wealth, time is your greatest ally. The sooner you start saving and investing, the more time your money has to grow through the power of compound interest. Unfortunately, many people underestimate the importance of starting early and miss out on significant financial gains. Why this is a mistake? Compound interest is the process of earning interest on both the principal amount and the accumulated interest from previous periods. The longer your money is invested, the more it can grow, thanks to this compounding effect. By delaying saving or investing, you're missing out on the opportunity to maximize your returns over time. For example, if you start saving $200 a month at age 25 with an average annual return of 7%, you could have nearly $500,000 by the time you're 65. If you wait until age 35 to start saving the same amount, you'd have just over $250,000 by age 65. That's the power of starting early. Your money has more time to grow, and the difference can be substantial. Ignoring compound interest can also have the opposite effect when it comes to debt. If you carry a balance on a credit card with a high interest rate, the interest can quickly compound, making it harder to pay off the debt. This is why it's so important to manage debt wisely and avoid high-interest loans whenever possible. How to avoid it? To harness the power of compound interest, start saving and investing as early as possible, even if you can only contribute a small amount at first. Open a retirement account, such as a 401k or IRA, and contribute regularly. If your employer offers a matching contribution, take full advantage of it. It's essentially free money that can significantly boost your savings. Also, prioritize paying off high-interest debt as quickly as possible to avoid the negative effects of compound interest. If you have credit card debt, consider transferring the balance to a card with a lower interest rate or taking out a personal loan to consolidate your debt at a more manageable rate. 4. Overlooking the importance of diversification. When it comes to investing, one of the most important principles to understand is diversification. This involves spreading your investments across different asset classes, industries, and geographic regions to reduce risk. Unfortunately, many investors make the mistake of putting all their eggs in one basket, which can lead to significant financial losses. Why this is a mistake? Investing in a single asset or a small group of assets exposes you to greater risk. If that particular investment performs poorly, your entire portfolio can suffer. For example, if you invest all your money in a single stock and that company goes bankrupt, you could lose everything. Diversification helps mitigate this risk by ensuring that your investments are spread out across different areas. If one investment underperforms, others in your portfolio may perform well, balancing out the overall returns. This reduces the likelihood of a significant loss and provides a more stable path to long-term wealth. How to avoid it? To avoid the mistake of not diversifying, start by evaluating your current investment portfolio. Ensure that your investments are spread across different asset classes, such as stocks, bonds, real estate, and commodities. Within each asset class, diversify further by investing in a variety of industries and geographic regions. If you're new to investing or unsure how to build a diversified portfolio, consider investing in mutual funds or exchange-traded funds, ETFs. These funds pool money from multiple investors to buy a diversified mix of assets, providing instant diversification at a relatively low cost. 5. Neglecting retirement planning. Retirement may seem like a distant concern, especially if you're young, but neglecting to plan for it is one of the most significant financial mistakes you can make. The earlier you start saving and planning for retirement, the more comfortable and secure your golden years will be. Why this is a mistake? Many people make the mistake of assuming that they can start saving for retirement later in life. However, this approach can leave you unprepared for retirement and force you to work longer than you'd like or significantly reduce your standard of living. The reality is that retirement can be expensive. In addition to basic living expenses, you'll need to account for healthcare costs, inflation, and the possibility of living longer than expected. Without sufficient savings, you may struggle to cover these costs and be forced to rely on Social Security, which may not be enough to maintain your desired lifestyle. How to avoid it? The key to avoiding this mistake is to start saving for retirement as early as possible, even if it's just a small amount. Take advantage of employer-sponsored retirement plans, such as a 401k, especially if your employer offers a matching contribution. Contribute enough to get the full match, as this is essentially free money that can significantly boost your retirement savings. Set clear retirement goals and estimate how much you'll need to save to achieve them. Use online calculators to get a sense of how much you should be saving each month based on your desired retirement age and lifestyle. Regularly review and adjust your savings plan to stay on track as your income and expenses change. Conclusion: avoiding these 5 common financial mistakes is crucial for building a secure and prosperous future. By living within your means, saving for emergencies, harnessing the power of compound interest, diversifying your investments, and planning for retirement, you can take control of your finances and achieve long-term success. Remember, the journey to financial independence is not about being perfect, but about being proactive and disciplined. With the right strategies in place, you can avoid these pitfalls and set yourself up for a bright financial future. If you enjoyed our video, make sure to subscribe to our channel for more content. Thank you.